Welcome to a new video, and today we're going to talk about why a 4G64 is sitting in the garage and the start of a new project, and basically what led to the 4G64 being in the garage. And today we have the start of a new project and kind of what led up to it. Basically, I had an idea. I wanted something a little bit different. I wanted a new daily, of course, Mitsubishi Eclipse, and I wanted to find a Spyder. And that's kind of how I ended up with this engine. But the idea was to buy a Spyder with a stock engine, you know, something I could drive every day while I work on the GSX and other things. Well, what ended up happening is I did buy a Spyder, and it was absolute junk and it looked horrible, which was fine. I even told the guys, like, I know how it looks, I'm fine with body work and paint, just as long as the body's straight. And he, I guess, assumed the body was straight until we actually got home and found out that it had been in a front end accident and it had basically crumpled the front of the car, and the whole car was just a mess and nasty. But I did get a 4G64 out of it, which is what I will be tearing apart, and hopefully there won't be any nasty surprises with the engine. The transmission had just blown on that Spyder. So I basically scrapped the Spyder.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And then I also scrapped the GST that's been sitting out front. Both cars had an impact, the Spyder front impact, the GST had a rear impact. So unusable chassis, we got what we needed out of them and tossed them. And Tyler actually got a GST chassis himself, which the car looked nice, but it was just rotted everywhere. And just some of it was just falling apart when you lifted up on it with a jack, and it just was not worth, well, fixing up at all. So we also scrapped that GST. Which leads us to the 4G64. Basically, we're going to tear apart this 4G64, figure out, you know, make sure there's nothing nasty inside, make sure it's usable, get parts ordered up, and just do kind of a stock fresh rebuild. And then it'll be going into something special that I will be showing off not too long from now. So we'll get started on tearing this apart and see what we find, if anything. So usually where I like to start is just the bulk items. So we're just gonna take off the exhaust manifold and the intake manifold. I've already started by smacking these with a hammer in a socket, and then spraying on some just liquid wrench to help get into the all the threads, and hopefully they'll break loose. This one might be a little bit of a problem. No, not that one, it'll be this one, since it's kind of hard to get a socket in there. So I'll have to hope that a wrench doesn't decide to round around that. And of course the intake bolts are not always the easiest to get to down in there. But that's where we'll get started. I did mess with this. I noticed that there was a bolt missing on this side. I believe this is the, I'm thinking cam sensor from the looks of it. But there was a bolt missing, so I was like, all right, I'll take this off, see why there's a bolt missing. The head of the bolt has been broken off, so hopefully I can find some help or figure out how to get what's left of that bolt out of there. But first we gotta get everything apart and see if this engine's even worth saving. And hopefully it is, because the other one I have, I don't think it is right now. So we'll get started on the exhaust manifold. Okay, we got the head off. All that's left on it is the water pump, the oil filter housing, and of course the oil pump and timing gears and all that. It looks like, from looking, we either the oil pump housing is leaking, probably at one of the seals, or it could be one of the main seals. But that'll be included in the gasket kit, and that shouldn't be too bad. It kind of rotted away all the timing cover at the bottom, probably just from oil and whatever eating at it for who knows how long this has been leaking. Other than that, it's not looking too bad. All the bores look good, nothing too outstanding. Also, the spark plugs didn't look too bad. Just looked like a ran engine. The only bad part is it looks like there's a water leak, and of course they were running just regular water, which obviously was leaking for a while, just rusting everything. It's obviously been rusting the inside. You can see all the water jackets are just got rust. So we'll definitely have to flush that really well. Other than that, we just gotta get to removing the rest of everything else and then cleaning, wire wheeling everything. That way we can get it painted, refreshed. Yeah, just looks like a dirty engine. Alright, we got the oil pump off, water pump off, everything that needed to come off is off. So now we just got to start cleaning the surfaces of all the old gasket material. And I picked up some stuff to take care of that. Got some plastic scrapers. We'll see how well those will do and hold up. This is for the block to get off all the rust. before we put on some paint. It's one of those nylon abrasive cup wheels. I haven't used one of those yet. I'm gonna see what it does to rust, if it's any better than that. And then some brass wheels, just for maybe some hard to reach places where maybe the gasket's not coming off as easily as it should. That won't mess up any of the surfaces. Be good to go. Well, Tyler showed up. Hi. And he finished off the head gasket. I got most of the material out, but he did all the detailed work of it. Now we're just taping up. Then we just gotta get all the gasket off the oil pump side. And then we can do what is oddly satisfying for me, and that's wire wheeling the entire block so I can paint it.
You do enjoy that part.
I do. I've done it way too many times. As you can see, they just let a water leak go rampant.
Yeah, the head's pretty stained too. I was over there checking that out.
Well, that's where we're at right now, so slowly coming together. It'll look a hell of a lot different than it does now.
Yeah.
Well, I got the block all cleaned up, wire wheeled. As good as it's gonna get. Not too detailed this time around. And it's just gonna be a daily engine.
Yep.
I got Tyler painting it. He's a spray paint guru.
Detailed.
Oh yeah. So just going with black once again. It's always clean and easy.
You're basic, that's why. You didn't want that pink block.
Yeah. Maybe next time.
That
Pepto pink. The mailman just showed up and delivered the last of the stuff. Whole gasket seal kit. Now once this is all done, we can start a little bit of cleaning and putting it back together. Well, this was a pretty prosperous video. We got mostly everything taken apart. It's all laid out down there. Still a lot of cleaning left to do. Got all the old timing, water pump components. A lot of that's probably not gonna be back on this engine since we got a lot of newer stuff going on it. But this is all painted up, so hopefully we can somewhat keep rust at bay for future. And it came out really good. So I think that's where we'll end it today. And next time we'll just, continue cleaning and start putting it back together as we clean each part. The head still needs to be, the surface needs to be clean, then we can put on the head gasket and just start putting everything all nice and neat and make it look like an engine again. And then we'll also show off the vehicle we got for it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.